Hey, 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 it is Minister Rhonda Jackson coming again tonight with another round of Kingdom Finances Empowerment Sessions. I am joined tonight with none other than one of my greatest business partners. We are here to break down some of these Kingdom Finances and tell you about opportunities. Yes, we are in April, and I promised in April I was going to bring you some experts. Yes, some of my friends that helped me in this world of finance, and we're going to talk to you and have conversation so you can listen in and maybe glean from some of this wisdom. So, welcome. I am Sister Rhonda Jackson. You are here tuning in with Mountaintop Faith Ministries and our e-church. This is our Kingdom Finance Empowerment Sessions.
Rhonda,
I'm with no other. Yes.
it it hasn't started. It said the video ended. Oh, are
Oh,
we on?
it's supposed to be on. Let's
Okay.
look at this. I need somebody to chat with me. Y'all chat with me in this box. I need to see. I need to see all my people talk back to me. Talk back to me. I need to see you. Let me see what's going on tonight. We should be streaming. We should be live. It says live for me, but I need you to tell me, can you see me in Dr. House? Can you see my guest tonight? I'm telling you, I have a guest like no other. So you want to be in this room tonight. Come on in. Come on in. We may be a little slow, Dr. House, but I'm sure they're getting on. It says I've been live for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it says on Facebook we can't find anything on Mountaintop.
Okay. I
Oh,
need you, fellow streamers. You guys come talk to me. You talked to me last week, so I need to see. Tell me, can you hear me? He said, I can see you.
okay,
Can you
I
hear
can
me,
see
Sister
you.
Alicia?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I was getting worried because I don't need my community leaving us. I am glad. Thank you for answering me, Sister Alicia. Welcome again. My name is Sister Rhonda Jackson. I am here for another episode of our Kingdom Finances. I have none other than the Dr. Mary L. House here with me. We're going to share some of our wisdom with you tonight. We're going to help you in this financial space. Please bring out your pens and your pencil. As I tell you every week, we want to make sure that you be able to capitalize on some of these things that we're going to share with you. I know there's many places you could be, but I am grateful that you're here with us tonight. Monday night, 6 p.m., we're here each and every week sharing kingdom principles. Let me just tell you something about my guest. Are you ready? So, my guest is none other than Dr. Mary L. House. She is the first lady, the only lady of Mountaintop Faith Ministries. But Dr. House does more than just be a first lady of a church. We do business together. She is a Forex trader. She is very proficient in the space of foreign exchange and currencies. And tonight, you're going to be blessed by her. We're going to talk a little cryptocurrency. Remember when I brought that to you last month and I told you we would go a little further? Well, tonight is the night. So, for all of you that didn't jump on, shame on you. For all of you that's watching this on the replay, hit us up. You know what I say. Talk to us in the chat or send me an email at echurch@mfmnv.org or legacy at mfmnv.org. I'm here to help you get your finances in order. So, Dr. House, welcome.
Thank you, Rhonda. It's always a pleasure. You know what? Empowering people financially. And that's just one of the things we do together is we love to empower people, especially of people of color, but all people, helping us because we know where we come from. And we weren't privy to certain financial information that we're privy to today. And so it's really a blessing to be here to talk about cryptocurrency. It's a space we've been in for the last, 3.5 years now, and super excited. And so people say, well, what's cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is just often described as digital money. And so even for me, I was like, well, what is that? How does it work? And some of you all, this may be really new information for you all, but we're just going to give you, simplify it. I'm not going to get into the depths of it. We just want to wet your little whistle. If you want more information, you need to reach out to us and we can give you more information. But so how does cryptocurrency work? See, cryptocurrency runs on what we call a blockchain technology. So, what is exactly blockchain? Blockchain is simply a digital ledger of transitions. This ledger is distributed across a network of computer systems. So, no single system controls the ledger. Instead, a decentralized network of computers keeps a blockchain running and authenticates its transactions. That's what it's all about. And so, Rhonda, people always say, well, what is digital currency? Especially Christians, like, is it of the devil?
Is it real?
Is it
Because they
real?
don't have a real coin, Dr. House, they often wonder, are we trying to pull something over on them? And I have to say, before the money turned into paper and they used to have gold, I'm sure they thought, I can't go from something this heavy,
Hmm.
this bulky, to pieces of paper that feels like nothing and believe this is a currency. But all currency is an exchange for goods and services.
Absolutely. And all digital currency, I tell people, first of all, have you ever received payment from a cash app?
Yes.
Have you ever received payment from Zelle?
Hmm.
Have you ever received have you ever even took your phone and your bank's app that you have, and you took a picture of the check and deposited it from your bank? Was that physical money?
Well, you
Absolutely.
know what's even better, Dr. House?
What's
Sometimes
that?
people forget that right now we're living in a space where money is being electronically transferred to us. We don't get paper checks like we used to.
Direct deposit. It's been
Get
around
direct
forever.
deposit. Yes.
And people don't understand that was, and that is not was, that is a digital coin.
Yes.
It's a digital coin, which means it's never going to be tangible. It's just in a very decentralized world.
Well, we're going to talk about a couple of those coins. Now, I need
Mhm.
to say this so as a disclaimer, because I know all of you, we are not um, financial
Financial
advisors. We're
advice.
not giving you any information, anything that we saying. You have to take us at our word. You call those that you call your professionals, those that have your money, or if you're making your own decisions, I want you to do your own research. I'm just having a conversation with one of my business partners that we're going to give you some tips and we're going to let you in on our conversations. And what you do with that is all up to you. But I don't want you to come back later and tell me, I didn't know. Yes, you did, because we have it right out there in the universe for you to see at your convenience. Dr. House, do you remember about 3 years ago when we got in this space? And of course, I was looking for something to do for my birthday. For
Mm-hmm.
all of you that's been joining us, you remember my birthday was just last month. And I had heard about it. It was our first time learning about cryptocurrency. And I said, oh, well, maybe I'll get myself some cryptocurrency. And me being me, I didn't do it when I should have. And cryptocurrency, specifically, Bitcoin is what I was looking at. Those earrings you got on, Dr. House, that B will forever be minted in my brain because that Bitcoin at that time was about, if I'm not mistaken, like $3,800 a coin. So the value of the coin at that point, about 3 years ago, was about $3,800. Dr. House, approximately how much is one of those coins today?
Oh, girl, do you look over 40,000
Over forty
in
thousand.
how many years?
Three. Now, I don't know what else is bringing you a return on your investment like that, Dr. House. So, if y'all are not trying to take down notes and get in touch with us about this, this is a space that, as you see, just in 3 years, it has grown by leaps and bounds. And it still has room because we're still trying to convert you. Yes, you. We got people like my mom and dad, they love their checkbook. And I'm telling them, away with checkbooks because everybody, every bill pay, Everyone wants you to pay it electronically. They want to debit it from your account. They want you to pay it instantly on the app. They do not want physical money. You know why? Because it's easier for all of us to handle and it leaves out the mistakes. So a decentralized coin is the way to go. But for you that may say what I just said, now, Sister Rhonda, I don't have 40,000 for a coin. Well, great. We knew you would say that because you don't have to buy a whole coin. So we have gotten so used to having to have a whole dollar or $5 to get the currency to get what it is that it says it's valued at. But in cryptocurrency, Dr. House, isn't it amazing? We can buy what we call stoshis,
Yes.
pieces of the digital
Pieces of
currency.
it. Yes.
So
Just
whatever I
pieces.
can afford.
So if you got $25, let's just say you just got $25. Do what you can do. Let it grow and just add to it. Do what you can do. And Rhonda, you know what I think people don't understand too is that you can have reoccurring withdrawals to keep adding and purchasing maybe once a month, then start once a week, and before you know it, you're adding to that financial portfolio. It's called diversification. You know
You know what else? They don't
what?
know that there's more than a one kind of cryptocurrency. We talk
Absolutely.
about Bitcoin. Can you share with us just some other ones we have learned about? Now, again, we're not telling you to go out and purchase anything. We're having a conversation about what
Just a
we
conversation.
do. We do this. We're asking you if you want more information, reach out to us. We can get you in some of these groups and networks that we're in that's learning about all of this. And you know what? Wealth comes from the knowledge. We are destroyed from our lack of knowledge. So we want to share our knowledge with you.
Good.
Dr. Howe, share some of the coins that we have looked into just recently.
Yeah. And you know what? People, there's a coin called Cardano, you know,
Yes.
and what I have found out about Cardano, because we're in these groups, as a matter of fact, we're constantly being educated. Remember, this is a world that's evolving. So you want to stay in a community where you're constantly getting educated on what's happening in this world. So, like with Cardano, there was a article that came out about, I think it was Ethiopia is now using Cardano to certify their birth certificates and like legal documents, and they're going to be using Cardano for that. People who are taking pictures of checks, there's this coin called Ripple, which is XRP, and so that's like something the banking system uses, and there's Omni, and there's Solano, there's just, oh my God, there's just so much.
Ethereum.
Ethereum, yeah, yeah. Who can forget Ethereum, girl? I
Yeah,
mean, and
and they all have different values, which is the amazing part. It's just like anything else. It is a wealth of knowledge out there, and until we find ourselves in a space and give ear that we would hear, we will stay stuck. And I am just not going to allow any of my followers, any of those that join me each and every Monday here, I don't want you to be stuck financially. I want you to open your mind and your heart to be able to grow, to expand, and even go out in a little space called faith.
mm-hmm. And you know what, Rhonda? Speaking of faith,
Yes.
when the spirit is unctioning, you don't have to understand this right now. You just have to know this is what's happening, and it's going to do nothing but keep continually to increase. Everything you go to restaurants, they're using QR codes. They're not using, COVID made everything digital. And so we're not understanding. We're already in a digital world. When I got in, did I understand it? No. But when I heard the young man talking, one of our educators talking about how to diversify your digital portfolio and making sure it's properly balanced. And, these are some suggestions because, again, we're not financial advisors. And he made some suggestions and told you how to purchase it and all that and what to do to make sure you own it and not buying it and you don't own it. And if someone over 60 like me can get in and say, okay, I'm just going to walk out. I know something to this. Don't understand it, but there's something to it. I didn't make my lack of understanding stop me from making an investment, a wise investment move. And girl, it's one of the greatest decisions I've ever done in my life. And I am loving constantly being educated on this space of cryptocurrency. And I promise you, if you're watching and you're saying it's so over my head, you're not going to get it right away. But if you're unctioning, you're saying, I'm hearing more and more about it. I'm hearing more and more about it. If you are listening to the news, because if you were like me, I'm gonna be honest. Before I got in this space, I wasn't watching Bloomberg. I wasn't watching that on a regular basis. Can I be real? No. But since I got in this space, I turn on Bluebird and I'm watching that little ticker, and now all of that stuff means something to me. I am so glad to say I didn't want to stay stuck in I don't know. I didn't want to stay stuck in I don't understand. I wanted, what? God gave us a brain. And it's like it is to me like a computer in your mind. And your brain is saying, feed me with good stuff. I want to learn. I want to be involved. Look, I want to prosper as my soul does prosper. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're telling you tonight is if you're interested, just let us know. It's an educational platform that we're part of, and it teaches you how to never say, I don't understand ever again. If you are coachable, if you are teachable, if you are trainable, and you say, I just want to be in a space where I'm ever learning about what's going on, because currency moves.
Absolutely.
Currency moves,
Absolutely.
and it really wants your attention. Doesn't want you to love it, just wants you to give it a little attention, right?
You know what, Dr. House, and I think one of the other things that I so enjoy about this space is that it is um it's helping me help my children and grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
So it also is helping me build a legacy because now I'm able to share. Now I'm able to relate because they are actually better at doing all these cash apps and
Mm-hmm.
understanding they don't have the blockage that I once had because I was used to writing checks. I literally pulled out a checkbook the other day and my granddaughter looked at me like, what is that? What is that? But they're used to having an ATM card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty soon there won't be an ATM card because guess what? I know how to pay for things with my phone. I know Apple Pay. And that is what I'm saying. If we don't want to be stuck, and we often, I know me when I first started investing, right? And for all of you that have not gotten this world and you haven't gotten a financial advisor, I'm going to tell you this. You have the opportunity to come into a space and learn and not feel ignorant because we are here. It is a learning, it is a space for learning. But the one thing that I love about it, Dr. House, is that I can get in on the ground floor.
Right.
See, some of these things that we heard about, they had been already making money. They had skyrocketed. You could, until recently, you couldn't buy pieces of a stock,
Mm-mm.
right? They
Right.
wasn't selling you a piece of a stock until, guess what? Cryptocurrency came along and they knew that we could buy pieces. Then they said, we better change our philosophy. Now you can buy a piece of a stock or a share, I should say. Let me
Mm-hmm.
correct it. You can buy partial shares, right? Until you
Okay.
get a whole one. But that didn't come along right away. And this is something you can get in while it's still building. You can get in and be an early commuter. Like you can get in this space before everybody has come and bombarded. Yes, it has had some testing. Yes, it has had some things where it goes up and down, like the gold rush. But guess what? I'm going to tell you, you think about how much we do digital, it's not going anywhere. So just like gold, it may
Mm.
not be welcomed by all at first, but it still is an exchange for goods and services. So, Dr. House, before we wrap up, I need to ask you just a couple of questions. I need to know if we wanted to be a part of this space with you. I know that I gave them my web address, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to share yours out. It is at Brick House Trading Groups
Dot
dot
trading
com
group, no S.
group.
Group.
Let me help you because I don't look. I need to get this right because y'all know I messed up the last time when I was trying to tell you to clean your credit. Brick House Trading Group dot
.com.
com. I need you to write that down. Let me say it one more time. BrickHouseTradingGroup.com. Now,
Now,
I'm
wait,
going to tell
Rhonda,
you right now.
let's stop there. Because why is it a brick house? Because you can huff and you can puff, but you never blow a brick house down. Okay, go ahead.
And that's where we want your money. We want you to be solid. We want your investment portfolio, your investment, your future to be built on solid principles, not some fads, not some here today, gone tomorrow. We want you to learn. See, when you come into this space, it's about learning. It's not a doing space. We're not going to do this for you. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to get on board because guess what? Once you know it, no one can ever take it from you.
Absolutely.
So before we close, Dr. House, can we talk about because many people also they subscribe to certain things and they don't know why, such as the banks, right? We know
Mhm.
banks trade. We know that when people put money into their accounts, they don't even realize they're relinquishing it for them to do exactly what we would learn or teach them in this space, right?
Right.
And so I hope everybody that's coming on, we like we said, we wanted to wet your whistle. But I
Right.
want you next time you go into your bank, ask your bank, when you go down at night and when I can't access my money, what are you doing? What is the G20? I'm
Uh-huh.
just giving you some words that I want you to ask so that you can check me and check what we're saying to you so that you can see this is not made up. This is not
Mhm.
fictitious. This is things that is actually happening. And just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Now, Rhonda, there's something
Uh-huh.
else people don't understand. There is a Visa card for your crypto.
Absolutely.
As you can see, I have one, and be, I won't get into the details, but this is such a wonderful way to go to the grocery store and use it. You get cash rewards back from it, and but it's your digital money. And
Right.
if when you have digital money, I'll just say this: it is decentralized.
Decentralized. So that's another word you want to look into.
Hmm.
And Dr. House, I'm gonna tell you that I'm glad you showed us that card because people asked about it. And you know what I love about it? It's like when you see a Pepsi, you know the logo. Those
Right.
earrings with the Bitcoin, you recognize it. If you hold that coin up one more time, if any of you are sports fans, go to the new Laker Stadium. It's called, what's the name of the stadium, Dr. House?
Crypto.com.
Yes, crypto.com. So this is stuff that we're telling you about. Do you think they named a whole stadium after something that is not real? Now, all we can do is share and have a conversation and let you join us. And that's what we've done here tonight. So I want to thank you for being my guest, Dr. House.
Oh, it was such a pleasure. And I hope that
I am
someone is going to really research it. Research it. You know what? And I did want to show this on the front of Forbes.
yes,
Yeah. There's Sam Bankman Fried. He is a co founder of FTX, one of the exchanges used for cryptocurrencies, to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. What is he on? The front page of Forbes. So, under the 40th annual Forbes 400. So, I'm just going to say it's even again magazines like this that we're watching because what are the wealthy doing? Look and
Dr.
see
House.
what the wealthy's doing.
I thank you. See, you are so full of wisdom. You brought your magazines. We're talking to you about the name of an arena. We're showing you that this is a space that you want to be involved in. I promised you that I was going to bring you some of my friends, some of the
Mhm.
experts, and I did that tonight. So I want you to reach out to us once again. I'm going to tell you it's BrickHouseTradingGroup.com. You know, you always can reach out to me. I will share my experts' names and their information with you. I want you to talk back to us in the chat. I want you to join us each and every Monday for Kingdom Finances. I want you to show my guests some love. Thank you for being here with me, Dr. House. We're getting ready to sign off, but I want you to know that whatever you didn't hear tonight, because we gave you a piece of our conversation, we have full conversations each and every week. Yes, we're together. So I'm inviting you out. So if you haven't joined me yet, make sure you join us. So thank you again, Dr. House, for being here with me.
Thank
I
you.
will see you next week. We're going to get out of here. It's been a good night. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.